Hello everyone, Moose Torrent here, and in this video I want to talk a little bit about the blessed infusion we get in Dark Souls 3. When I first saw this, it reminded me of the Demon Souls blessed infusion, and I got really excited. In Demon Souls you could really get a great weapon with the blessed infusion. It would do great damage, splitting between physical and magic, and you'd get some HP regeneration, which was very good at 6 HP per second. The Blessed Infusion in Dark Souls 3 is similar. You get only physical damage this time, but amazingly, you get scaling in strength, dexterity, and faith, all for physical damage. And I think that's pretty cool, because it allows you to have two faith scaling weapons if you want. One would be the Blessed, doing all physical damage, and one that would probably do more damage, the lightning version. It wouldn't have the HP regeneration, but having the lightning damage and the higher faith scaling would do more damage. So you're doing two damage types. So if you run into a boss who's maybe weak against lightning, you could pull out the lightning weapon. And if you run into a boss who's resistant against lightning, you can pull out your blessed weapon. It just makes the build a lot more versatile. And sadly though, the damage is so low on the blessed weapon infusion, you can't do that. You just can't do it. It doesn't work because you're going to be doing more damage with the lightning weapon, even though the enemy is resistant in it, because blessed is just that bad. I had a remedy for this. If you may have watched my Soul Level 84 Faith Build PvP video, you'll notice that I use the Eleonora Axe, which has high base damage and lower scaling, and that gave me a decent all-physical alternative when I came across bosses that were really resistant against my lightning weapon. But let me compare a Blessed Halberd to a Raw Halberd for you, to show you just how terrible the damage actually is. Okay, here's our Raw Halberd here. We have 312 damage. That's nothing great, but considering that you only need 16 strength and 12 dexterity, the base stats of this weapon, and you're doing 312 damage, it's not bad, because you can put all those other stats you would normally have put into damage scaling into HP or endurance, magic even, if you want to do that. Now the Blessed Halberd is going to be doing 156 plus 152, which is 308. That is actually less than the Raw Infusion, which makes no sense. Now I understand you're getting HP regeneration on there, but the HP regeneration is not that big a deal. It's 3 HP every other second when you get it to +9 or +10. And considering how low this damage is, it's it doesn't work. It's just really bad. Really bad overall. Plus, you have to put 40 points into faith just to get there. Like I said, I actually do have those 40 points, and this is the damage. So I hit the soft cap for faith here, and I'm still not overcoming the 312 of the raw weapon. And that, it just doesn't make sense. Base stats investment, 312, and 40 points into faith, and I'm not even reaching that 312. That's just outrageous. So let me show you actually how much HP you're going to be regenerating with the Blessed Halberd. Okay, I have the Blessed Halberd +9 equipped. No rings or shields that give me any HP reduction. Excuse me, HP regeneration. So it's going to be all from the Blessed Halberd. You can see the bars kind of moving. Nothing amazing. Got 969, 972, 975, 978, and 981. So it's some HP regeneration, but it's it's not going to be game breaking at all. In terms of PvP, you might not even notice this. In fact, you probably won't. You really probably won't even notice that. But are you thinking, why don't I just make a blessed shield, pop it on my back, and have a weapon with decent damage, and then I'll have that HP regeneration just on standby? So let me show you why that is even bad. Let's look at the Lothric Knight Shield for this. The Lothric Knight Shield is a very, very good shield. It weighs 6 pounds, so it's like one of the heaviest medium shields you can get that can be infused. I know there's the Silver Knight Shield and the Black Knight Shield, but they cannot be infused. The Lothric Knight Shield can be. So, coming over to the Blessed one here, let's look at the base stats first. We have a Guard Absorption Physical 100, Magic 59, Fire 53, Lightning 87, Dark 51, and a very hefty stability for a unupgraded shield of 54. Now let's look at the unupgraded Blessed Infusion. That reduces our Guard Absorption to 95 for Physical, Magic 56, Fire 50, Lightning 82, and Dark 48 with a stability of 51. That sounds like a pretty decent trade-off. I mean, you're going to be taking more damage from Physical when you're guarding, but you're also getting an HP regeneration. So while it may not be an instant regeneration, because you'll probably take more damage than you can regenerate with just a shield, over time, if you are dodging as well, you're going to regenerate that. And the stability decrease going down to 51 from 54 is not that big a deal either. And I think it's pretty balanced. Until you go to upgrade your shield. Now let's look at my +9 Blessed Lothric Shield. The Guard Absorption is the same, because upgrading shields in Dark Souls 3 doesn't increase the Guard Absorption, it's just the stability. Now this one's +9 and the stability is still 51. So we have a case here where as soon as you put that Blessed Infusion on there, the stability is stuck in 51. And I think that's just stupid. You really should increase the stability when you upgrade the shield too. Because, I mean, it's pretty much useless at this point in terms of blocking. Your guard is going to get broken if someone throws a pebble at you from across the map. I know that's an exaggeration, but that's what it feels like sometimes, especially in PvP. You can block a little bit in PvE, about as much as you want to. You're not going to be able to block great hammers, but those are easy enough to roll out of the way of. And overall, I really think if they make it to where, yes, there's a stability reduction, but when you upgrade the weapon +1, it's still going to increase the stability. I think that would be fine. And just to show you what it could be at +9, Heavy Gem gives me 58 stability. Crystal gives me 54. Simple is 54, and that's regenerating FP. Wow, so Hollow Gem gives you 51. Just regular unupgraded 65, that's going to be the best. So Hollow and Blessed are the worst at 51. So they need to fix that, I think, for all shields, or all infusions, I mean. Let the stability increase every time you upgrade it. Because 51 to 65, I think that's too big of a nerf for the Blessed Infusion.
Pretty big, I don't want to see that.
Likewise, I think the Blessed Infusion on a weapon is also terrible. And I think that definitely needs a damage increase. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Sorry if I started rambling, but this bothered me. So, let me know your opinion in the comments, and I'll be back with another video for you guys.